So, Burna Boy is in the news for another wrong reason in the midst of another storm, guys, and it is not a good one. Yes, it's not a good one, guys. Welcome to Gusto News. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing and telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. We love and appreciate you. Today on the news, we've got Burna Boy, the Odogo himself. There's Davido as well as Ashake, there's Tyler, there's Arya Star, there's Zlatan Collabo, Kizz Daniel, and of course Fuse as well. Rema is also in the news today. We start off with the Odogo himself, Damini Eboluwa Ogulu, popularly known as Burna Boy, is in the news today. And of course, we told you just of recent how the whole brouhaha with Speed Darlington went, the whole picking up from his house and arresting him and taking him to the police station in Abuja and all of that. Burna Boy has been in the midst of a lot of gbasgbos in the past couple of days right now on social media, alongside the whole Speed Darlington thing. And man is enjoying himself, guys. Been going to clubs, been going to Obi's house and everything. Now, one thing that people of opposing fan base has been talking about Burna Boy is the ability to maybe have a girlfriend or a wife or something. I mean, a lot of baseless talks about Burna Boy this, Burna Boy that. But little did we know that a lady would come on social media and make a major accusation against Burna Boy. Now, a particular lady called Stella on a podcast came through and said she was pregnant for Burna Boy. Yes, she said she was pregnant for Burna Boy. Now, in her words, she said, Burna Boy and I were in a relationship for 3 years. I got pregnant for him, and his mom dismissed me despite knowing I was carrying a grandchild. Then, Burna got angry and started telling me that he wasn't responsible for the child, even though he accepted the child before then. Now, this is a major accusation of a particular podcast by a particular lady called Stella. We don't know how Burna is going to respond to this. We don't know if Burna is going to tweet about this again, if he's going to get her, or if he's going to maybe file a lawsuit against her, or maybe accept the accusation, or maybe deny it, or maybe Mama Burna will come out and say anything. We don't have an idea right now. But guys, a particular lady called Stella has come out on social media via a podcast to say, I was pregnant for Burna Boy. He accepted it before, but his mother made him to reject the pregnancy, and this is my story. The lady's name, once again, is Stella. Yes, guys, this is a major one, and we of course would expect Burna Boy to come out and either debunk or at least respond to that story. Now, moving on to the MTV EMAs. Yes, the awards happening in Manchester in November 2024 is said to actually tear a lot of Afrobeat fans into opposing sides right now, because guys, Ashake is in the midst of the whole thing, is in the thick of the action. Two major nominees, Best African Act and Best Afrobeat. Guys, it's a major one. Now, for the Best Afrobeat nominees, it's a major fight to finish to the line right now. We've got 5 Nigerians in that particular group right now. Now, for the Best Afrobeat nominees at the MTV EMAs, we've got Ashake as number 1, of course, in no particular order. Arya Star, there's Burna Boy, as well as Rema, Estems, and finally, the nemesis of Afrobeat artists in recent international awards, Tyler, is in that particular category as well. Now, that is actually a major one for Nigerians. They've been talking, oh, Tyler wants to take this particular award again or something like that. Now, we don't know, but of course we wish all of them all the very best. Now, for the Best African Act nominees, that is another major one that we've got Ashake in there as well. It's a major one, guys. The Best African Act nominees is set to actually do a lot for the African continent. Now, we've got Ashake once again. There's also Arya Star, there's DBN Gogo, there's Diamond Platinums, and there is Tito M and UP. Yes, the Shualabam guys. And of course, we've got the one and only Tyler once again in that category. Now, that is going to be an interesting one as well, guys. Really interesting. Also, in the best new act, we've got Arya Star and Tyler going head to head once again. 3 categories going head to head with each other. Tyler versus Arya Star on this one. Asake, 2 categories. Burna Boy as well, 1 category. Best Afrobeat. We don't know how this is going to pan out, but we wish all the contestants, all the nominees, all the very best. Now, Davido is missing, WIZKID is missing, Olamide is missing. Quite a lot of guys are missing from Nigeria, but we wish Burna Boy, Arya Star, Rema, Asake, and of course Thames all the very best as they go for the MTV EMA Gong. November 10 is the date, guys. You can vote at mtvema.com. Asake, of course, best Afrobeat or the best African act. For Tyler, it is, of course, South African. We are all Africans. It is the best new act. It is the best Afrobeat and also the best African act as well. For Asake, for Burna Boy, it is the best Afrobeat, same as Rema, and of course, Thames. Guys, of course, that is all we have on the EMAs. Moving on to Zlatan and Kizz Daniel and Fuse do have a song together, guys. It is banging. Of course, social media got agog as everyone has been talking about that particular one. So you know what? We've got Fuse, Kizz Daniel and Zlatan in the studio together. We don't know how these guys got in together. We don't know exactly how these guys came together to be in the studio. But one thing is they've got fans excited about that particular collaboration. You could see this video, Fuse, Kizz Daniel and Zlatan Ibile actually buzzing, and fans cannot wait for that one. Moving on, as we finally wrap up with Davido, who is actually showing the very large heart that he has. Now, we know about the documented beef between Buju, that's Buju Benson, and Davido. We don't know exactly what caused it, but we know Buju has been coming for Davido, at every single time. And Davido's team as well, I've had a couple of things to say about Buju, Dremo, Mayokun, and a couple of other guys as well. Now, there was a particular event that actually happened, which the organizers have come out to reveal some insider details about, that one, to say, you know what, Blast Music held in Seattle in July was an amazing one. And then it showed that Davido still actually has a couple of respect, or a lot of respect for Buju, and he loves him and he has a good heart for him, which is actually making Davido fans really angry. To say, you know what, this guy has been slandering you online and everything. Why do you still love him like this? Now, to the main gist, Blast Music Festival manager narrated how they got Davido and how they got Buju on the bill for that particular one that held last July. Now, he said when we reached out to Davido to headline our festival this year, he asked us which other artists were performing at the festival. We were so skeptical to mention Buju because we knew how Buju had been coming at him on social media, disrespectfully on Twitter over the past few months. We eventually mentioned Buju's name, and Davido's reaction shocked all of us. He was like, okay, that's one amazing artist. Make sure his pay is good because he's an extraordinary artist. We were surprised that Davido is still out there pushing to make sure Buju gets a good share of the cake. David is truly a special person, Blast Music Festival manager narrates. Now, that is an amazing one from Davido. Even though he's got 1 or 2 disagreements with Buju, maybe back end, and Buju has been coming online to disrespect him, Davido is still out there pushing for Buju to get paid more, pushing for Buju to get recognized more, and pushing for Buju not to get cheated at all in any way, calling him an amazing and an extraordinary artist. Now, that is top tier level of respect, from Davido to Buju, and even from us as well to Davido. He loves everyone despite the whole backlash that he gets. Such a man with a major amazing heart. Guys, that's all we have for you on this one. Gusto News, thank you so much for liking and sharing, subscribing, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. We'll see you on the next one. Please stay safe and God bless.